everybody. Welcome to Riggle's Picks. I'm Rob Riggle.
I'm Darren Leader.
As you can see, Darren, take a look at my outfit. What's up?
I'm looking at you, dude, and you're sporting the PXG.
I'm sporting the PXG again because they have a look how good this stuff is.
It's very sharp looking. I like it. They've got really great clothes.
And obviously, you've seen me play golf. You know how good my golf game is now.
It's amazing. It's so amazing.
Tight.
It's so amazing that we should probably play straight up.
No.
Whatevs.
No. And now that you have PXGs too, forget about it. Forget about it. I get 5 aside. Everybody knows that.
You're out of your tree, dude.
That's fair.
No, that's not.
That's 100% fair.
What are we going to play for?
Pinks.
I'll give you 5 aside for pinks. Let's go. That'd be scary.
That would be so scary.
Dude, I would be...
When was the last... I don't play high-stakes golf.
I don't play high stakes, but I could play for some money, and I could get comfortable. Like, if we played 100 aside, 100, I'd be cool with that.
I wouldn't, unless you gave me my 5 aside.
Here's the real. Ready?
No, the real is you are a scratch golfer.
No, I'm not.
Don't bullshit.
No, I'm not.
I'm hovering around a 10.
You're an 8.
Oh, God.
You're an 8. I'm a 3.
You're a liar.
Yeah.
You're a dirty, foul-mouthed liar.
So I wouldn't play you for pinks at 5 aside. I would play you for 200 aside, 200, and 200 total. I'd give you 4 aside.
Wait, so that's $600 on the line?
Yeah, I'd give you 4 aside. I'd play you for that.
That's not going to cut it. It's for a $600 round?
Yeah.
No. I want my 5 aside minimum. More like 6, but okay.
You're insane.
You're insane. Hi, everybody.
Hey, I'm
Welcome back to
Darren Leader.
Claire, who's more insane?
The guy who's saying "insane in the membrane."
That's okay, but you're not wrong.
That's Cypress Hill.
Who's more insane? This one?
I'm Darren.
Or me?
I would probably say Darren. Honestly.
You. What makes you say that?
Because she's got good judgment. Look at you.
I wear my freak on the outside. Yours is on the inside. Who are you going to trust more?
Well, put like that, probably you. But that's not what's going on here.
Well, I like to think that I am just like an open book, transparent. This is what you see is what you get. And with you...
Yeah, this is what you see. And this is what you get.
You know what I see? I see a pretty put-together guy.
Thank you.
But no one's really put together. Are they?
No.
Right. But you clearly know I'm not put together.
All I'm saying is, in the studio, it's 2 to 1. Okay?
Okay, you know what? I'll take it. And I'll give you your...
Hold on. Gary just texted me. He is out of Syria.
Is he?
He's out of Syria, guys.
Yeah!
And he says that... He must be listening to the show. He says, you're crazy.
What?
He says, you're insane.
Of course he's going to say that.
So that's 3 to 1.
Gary, I think Gary's jealous of me.
I don't know why. Why do you think? Let me put it that way.
Because, I'm pretty good at golf and...
Better at drumming.
Better at drumming.
For sure.
Definitely better at drumming than golf.
No, and better than Gary.
Oh, yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you're better at drumming than Gary.
I mean, I don't take that the wrong way.
Have you heard him?
No.
You should. But today we have some topics.
Well, look, we have some issues.
Okay.
One of them is you decided to abandon me and our golf group and our golf habits, and you decided to move to an icy vortex known as the planet Hoth, a.k.a. Boston. And did it hurt? Yeah, it did. Okay. Is it a betrayal? Oh, that's too strong. I won't say it's a betrayal. But, your golfing buddies, I guess we're just out there supposed to do what now? See, did you even think about that? Darren, I'm going to back it up and just say, hey, buddy, how's your move to Boston? How's that been?
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I affected you guys the way I did. I'm sorry, you've got crazy eyes right now. And I didn't mean to make it a personal affront. I didn't mean to make my move about you. But I get it. And for that, I apologize.
You know how hard it is to find a group of guys you like to golf with?
Who have nothing going on, who can totally golf at any time.
Who have the time to golf, that are good guys, good, reasonable men.
I do know, and I sincerely apologize.
Just saying.
Because it's hard.
So hard.
Because most people are responsible and have obligations.
Yeah, most people are 9-to-5ers.
Yeah.
They ain't got time for this foolishness. And they got kids on top.
Yeah, I get it. But I'll tell you this. I miss you.
Well, thank you.
And I miss the guys.
Yeah.
I miss the games.
Yeah.
I miss the hangs.
You miss handing that $20 bill back and forth?
I missed the same $20 bill over the last 15 years, yes. Okay. My move to Boston is very short-lived, by the way.
Yeah.
Because I bought a home. But not in Boston. I bought a home in Kansas City.
Yeah,
there it is. I bought a home in Kansas. So
he's simply the best.
I am going to be a resident of Missouri.
Okay, it's fantastic.
I am very, very excited about it.
You're gonna love it there, man.
You're
going to love it.
So
there.
Okay, let's before we get to there, let's talk about where I came from.
Okay,
California. Born at Cedar Sinai, right?
Yeah.
Right in the city. Grew up within.
Raised.
I am more California than most, right?
Well, to put it in a California way, you're so California, you don't even know.
You don't even know.
You don't even know.
How'd you get here? I am born and raised California through and through. Yeah. I decided to move to Boston. There was a set of circumstances that happened, and I wanted to go be with my girl, so I moved to Boston.
Yeah.
And then she's from Kansas City area. Yeah. So we're like, she found herself in a place where she was, free of some things out on the East Coast, and we're like on the adventure of life.
Man.
And it's hard to move from a place where you have the roots, right? I've got my kids, my sister, my parents, my friends, my homie, dudes I've known.
Your golf group?
My golf group, I know.
Yeah.
Dude, dudes I've known, I still golf today. Rambler Brent, known him since 3rd grade, dude.
Wow. I didn't know it was that long. I thought it was junior high or something.
Oh, bro.
Even that's a long time, though.
3rd grade. We grew up and down the street, same street from each other. Like, for real. So I have friends that go deep.
Deep.
But moving and I'm sure the listeners and the viewers can relate, like, making a move like that is both exhilarating and scary as hell, because you're going into the unknown.
Yeah.
You're going in, like, I went over to the East Coast. I know people over there, but I'm not, like, tight and super homies.
Yeah.
But I was with my chick, and I still am, and it's that's amazing. But we're just, the way I feel about it is I feel like it's just, I'm not fighting the life path. I'm embracing the adventure of it. If I love it in Kansas City,
you will.
I will stay.
You will.
If we get to a point where she and I are like, hey, maybe the winters are not what we like, or for whatever reasons,
you'll love it.
We may go, oh, maybe we'll try to save up for a second place, or we'll move somewhere where it's all warm all the time, or what. I don't know what's going to happen. I guess that's the part I'm learning to be comfortable with, is I don't know the long term. I know what the short and the midterm are for me.
Dude, let's just talk about Kansas City.
Let's do it.
Because welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're moving into one of the greatest cities in America. Great people, great things to do, great energy, great sports, great food, great jazz, great music.
The people, I'm going to interrupt you. What I have found from my real estate agent to the home builders.
Which is a friend of mine, and she's amazing.
We can call her out, right?
Yeah.
Debbie Coe.
Yeah, she's great. Debbie
Coe has been nothing short of amazing. Got introduced to her through you, through Robbins, to Debbie.
Yeah.
And it's this, the people that I've dealt with out there so far, from everyone from the people who are building the house we're getting to the server at the pizza shop have been just lovely.
Yeah.
Like really good.
They're just good, nice people.
Good. I mean, there's assholes everywhere.
Everywhere. But, and every city, there's no exceptions.
Right. By and large.
But on the whole.
On the whole,
you're gonna find really lovely people.
Dude, so when I land in LAX and I have to come to my house, it's a shit show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Traffic, all the bullshit. There, I don't get on a highway from where I live, where I'm going to live.
Well, don't tell too many people. There's crazy people out there.
I get that. Airport.
Yeah.
To my house. The whole time I'm going like this. Like, I don't have to trip.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
And the cost of living, dude, in Kansas City is so nice.
$2.78 a gallon.
A gallon.
What the what?
Yeah. California, this is why I it's hard for me to talk about because I'm a Kansas City man.
Yeah, I know.
And I love my home, and I plan on going back someday.
Copy. We'd love to have you.
I have fallen in love with California. California is a tremendous state with so much to offer.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. I really love this. It's the most beautiful state in the union.
I agree.
If it wasn't for the state government of California, this would be paradise.
If this had the cost of living,
they have made it so hard to live here,
dude. It's for me it became obviously with my chick. That's one thing, but also it didn't hurt for me to move up when I wake up every day in California, or when I was waking up every day, driving around, the feeling I would get, like just from the gas prices to just the way that it just started to feel. It started to feel different than the first 48 years of growing up.
Wow.
So for the last 5 years, for me, I'm 53, till I was about 48, it was always like I was really proud and it felt good. Yeah. And then about 5-6 years ago, started to change, and I
COVID.
Maybe with the COVID, but it's different now. It feels different, and I'm not bagging on it because it's my home.
I get it.
But I'm gonna go.
That's why I say it's heartbreaking.
Yeah,
it breaks my heart because this is a great place.
It is a great place, and it could be the best place. But there's also, what's crazy is, we had producer Patrick on here as a guest.
Yeah.
And I follow him on Instagram.
Yeah.
And watching the progress reports about the industry you're in, and how like everything is just diminishing, and
it's going away. Everything's going away, and it's not a hard thing to figure out.
No.
Okay. And I'm not going to get on a soapbox and give any lectures or anything. I'm just saying it breaks my heart.
Mine too.
Yeah, it makes me super sad. And imagine more for you. It's because you are born and bred and raised, and you're California through and through.
It's tough to see. It's tough to watch, and it's tough to like accept the feelings because it's like because I'm not even saying politically in any direction. I'm just telling you a feeling for me. And
the state has everything,
dude.
I mean, literally, we're 14 miles to the beach.
Yeah,
right over those hills. We can within 2 hours we can be at Mammoth, not Mammoth, but we could be
Big
Bear.
Yeah.
But we could also go to Mammoth. We could go to Tahoe. We could go you have all the activities
the ride
you
up
could
to Big
ever
Sur.
want. You got the Redwood Forest. You got San Francisco. You got San Diego. You got Los Angeles.
Think of the golf courses.
You got the Pacific Coast Highway. There's so much, and the weather's
best weather in the world year round.
Yeah, I mean, yes,
bar none.
Yes,
I've been able to be in a lot of continents, countries, states, cities, in all the seasons, bar none. In my opinion, Southern California, from Tijuana to Santa Barbara, best weather year round.
Yeah. You're talking about year round.
Year round.
Yeah, it absolutely is, and so that's what makes it hard. However, if you had to leave, you chose the right place, my friend.
Thank you.
You chose the right place.
I'm excited.
Get excited because all my friends are now your friends.
I love that.
So you're walking in already. You're like, boom, I got it.
It's plugged in.
And they're fun, nice, wonderful people. They're very welcoming. You're never going to be, you're never going to be sitting around going, God, I wish there was something to do. There's so much to do,
dude.
And downtown Kansas City has been reborn, sexy, reborn, nice. Like it's
I just
good.
did a show at Midland Theater 2 weeks ago.
Theater is beautiful.
It's awesome.
It's a beautiful theater. That's where you used to do Big Slick.
Oh, I love playing that room.
Yeah. So anyway,
it's exciting.
we welcome you.
I
you need to go out
that.
and get a Mahomes jersey.
Okay.
And a Witt jersey.
Okay.
And a Kelsey jersey.
Okay.
And then after that, that's like kind of
that's the
standard.
three?
Yeah. And of course, you can always go retro, right? You can go get a George Brett. You can go get a classic.
Okay.
But you need to fill out your wardrobe with certain Royals and Chiefs paraphernalia.
Okay. Well, my girl's from there. She's all about it.
Okay, good.
She's got the Kansas City gear.
Good.
I'm yeah, man. It's weird moving.
You're gonna live like a king.
I will tell you this, and not to shout numbers,
yeah.
but I'll give you percentages.
Yeah.
What I sold my house for here, literally, the house I'm getting is twice the size, 3 times the land, brand new construction for less than 50% of what I sold my California house for.
That's amazing.
It's psychotic.
Yeah.
It's blowing my mind.
Yeah. We're gonna I'm gonna take you to all the great places to golf back there.
Dude.
Yeah.
Make it happen,
Yeah,
Gavin.
yeah. We're gonna have.
I can't wait. You know, I went and checked out some golf courses in the Kansas City area.
Yeah.
Staley Farms, Falcon Ridge. I didn't go to the She places. I didn't go to Kansas City Country Club.
Yeah. Those are pricey.
I did call the National though.
Oh yeah.
They want
That's a great place.
They want $40K to join.
Jeez.
I know. I don't want to pay that.
Yeah.
That's gross. But there's a lot of good golf out there.
Yeah, there is.
I'm
it's a home of
excited.
Tom Watson.
I know. Well, the National's the one that he designed.
There you go.
And the Bluffs.
There you go.
It's
anyway,
awesome.
You're gonna love it. We're gonna have so much fun. I can't wait to get back there and join you.
When do you see yourself?
I don't know.
In a dream world, when do you see yourself?
I don't know. I think my I've got kids that are still in school here. Once they decide what they're going to do, then that'll help me kind of guide my decision.
I get that.
Yeah.
Like if they go off to college at Elon or somewhere, somewhere.
Well, wherever they go,
right?
It's just a matter of that's fine with me. Go where you want.
Yeah.
But I might pack it up and go back.
Especially if they go on the East Coast, you'll be closer that way.
Yeah. Heck yeah. It cuts my travel time down.
Dude, you can stay at my house.
Thank you very much. That's, and by the way, public speaking, death, and moving
are
the 3 most stressful things.
Yep.
They say.
Yep.
That can have so moving's no joke.
Dude, I went from California. I went California 1 house, California house 2, Boston, now Kansas City.
Yeah. The good thing about, can I just say this? Sorry I'm interrupting you.
No, please.
But when you talk about doing rapid moves in short order, I used to do that in the Marines. And when you do that, it's amazing how you'll shake loose a lot of the dead weight.
Dude.
And so I kind of didn't mind it at certain times because it trimmed down all this crapola I had.
You don't realize how much shit you have. And that's really the best word to describe it. And I was like, oh, I can't live without that. And then 3 moves later, you're like, where was
I don't care.
I haven't had it in how long?
Yeah.
It's amazing, the excess, and I'm grateful for it.
Yeah.
And people are going to comment on, oh, well, give your shit away.
I will. And I do. I go down to Goodwill.
Dude,
I put it all there.
Yep.
But I'm the same way. It's like it's nice to shake loose and lighten your burden because you actually feel it physically.
Oh.
You feel lightened.
Yep. If junk removal, decluttering, and moving, those things, they just shed stuff. Mm-hmm. Other people may benefit from those things, and that's wonderful.
Yeah.
But it's like you benefit from you just get
people don't realize the load,
dude,
they're carrying, and they stack. That's how those hoarders, I think, get paralyzed, and they just get behind the curve,
and they're just stuck. They're
and
like,
fuck. And it can't be perfect, so then they don't try anymore, and then it just turns into this god awful shit show. And I'm not saying we're in hoarder status.
No, I get it.
But you do start squirreling things away, and you're like, when I do spring cleanings and stuff, I'll go and I go, why have I've been holding on to this thing, telling myself that, well, maybe someday you want it. Then I'm like, I have to have a conversation. I literally have to have like arguments with myself. Like, you know what? If someday you need a 4th golf bag,
dude,
we'll go get it. How about that?
How lucky.
Let's get this out of here. And then just the visual of everything being cleaned up and gone. you feel lighter. I can't describe how wonderful it feels.
How lucky are you that you have that problem? First of all,
I'm blessed.
Super, super lucky.
Blessed.
But secondly, it just makes you realize like how much stuff we have just as people. That what do we really need?
Yeah.
Really need.
Yeah. Nothing.
So you want to have a house or a place you call home
Yep.
with a roof,
Yep.
whatever that is, whether it's a hut
Yeah.
or a mansion.
Yeah.
You want to have food. You want to have transportation would be nice,
Mm-hmm.
especially in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
or Kansas City because
Yep.
it's pretty big.
Yep.
And after that, you need clothes, and everything else is a luxury.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even transportation is a luxury
To the degree you want to.
to the degree you want to. And it's, I don't know, you're right. It's liberating.
It is. It's because I think you spend part of your life chasing down and thinking you need these things.
Acquisition.
You think you need these things. And then when when it gets cluttery and it gets heavy,
Mm-hmm.
you realize, oh man, if I'm honest with myself,
Dude.
I spend most of my time at my desk, in my big brown chair, or downstairs on the couch.
Yep.
That's really it.
Yeah.
I don't need anything beyond that. I got my 2 TVs. I got my books.
Yep.
I got by my desk. I got my office. I got everything. That's where I spend my time. If I'm not there, I'm either watching the kids do something, going to their events, their sporting events or whatever, or I'm out.
Right.
I'm out engaged with the world, doing some event or working or whatever.
Speaking of working, and your work and my work have provided really nice lives. Your ability to entertain people has provided you quite a nice, comfortable life for you and your kids, right?
So far.
So far. I hear you. If you weren't an entertainer, because we're just going to say you're an entertainer, you're an actor and a comedian and a speaker, and you do multiple things, and a charitable organizer. If you weren't doing that for a living, what do you think you would be? First of all, what do you think you would excel at? And then secondly, what would you want to be?
That's interesting. I want something that would excite me.
Okay.
To get out of bed.
What would that
Well,
be?
and here's the thing. It doesn't sound exciting, but I think it would excite me.
Right, and I'm not saying what do you think people would think cool?
I think it's so weird, but I think teaching. I think I would like to be a teacher.
Interesting.
And a teacher and a coach. I think I would enjoy that.
High school?
Probably.
Or college? Or elementary?
Not elementary, I don't think. I don't know. But I would imagine high school or college. I would want the kids or the young people to be more mature a little bit, so maybe college.
Okay.
Not that.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I don't know, but I think I would find that rewarding and purposeful.
What would you coach?
I don't know.
What sport would you want to coach?
If it was in high school,
High school coach.
probably football.
Okay, college coach.
I couldn't coach at the college level, I don't
Well,
think.
no, this is Fantasyland. Let's say you
Fantasyland?
qualified and you did your studying. In your dream scenario, what would you do? I'm not saying what do you think you could do right now.
I would love. I don't know. I'd go back to Kansas University and teach. Acting.
what?
Acting.
Acting?
Yeah, acting and
would you coach football?
improv.
I guess you can't do both.
No, you
really.
can't do. But I'd be a supporter for the team.
You
I'd be
teach
out there.
acting. That's badass.
Yeah, I think I would find that rewarding. Also, but then like another part of me would love to be an FBI agent.
Okay.
Because I think I love what they do.
Yeah.
Solving crimes, chasing bad guys.
I could see
keeping the bad guys away from the good guys.
I could see you doing both of those jobs for
Yeah.
real. Like I could see you being an acting teacher all day long.
Or a history teacher. I love history. I'm a
I could
history
see
buff.
that. So like that's something that I could see you doing literally tomorrow with your pedigree.
All right, back at you now.
Oh God, what would I do if I wasn't rocking?
Yeah.
Jesus. I've never really thought about it because I made the choice very consciously to quit community college and rock.
Yeah.
And there was going to be no safety net for me.
Yeah.
I resigned to either dying in a gutter or making it. Fortunately, so far, I'm not in a gutter.
Yeah.
God, my dream job, if I could do it.
See, because I'm doing my dream job.
No, I
right
know.
now.
Me too.
But if
No. Another job.
yeah,
And if you weren't doing what you
world,
do.
a parallel universe.
Right. Oh my gosh. Okay. I know what I would do.
What?
I would be a jet ski instructor for real at a resort in Fiji or Aruba. I'd wake up every day.
Have you seen my show,
Yes.
Ski Master Academy?
Who did the theme song, you dill?
Come on. Okay. All right. You're right. Sorry.
Yes.
But I thought you were kidding. I thought you were doing a bit.
I'm not. And you know what? I didn't even think of your show.
Yeah.
The reason I'm saying that is because I went on a vacation to Fiji.
Yeah.
And I went on a jet ski excursion.
Yeah.
And then we had 2 dudes take us.
Yeah.
And we rode these things like bats out of hell.
Yeah.
And I had so much fun riding them.
Yeah.
And I was looking at these guys thinking to myself, and
This is what he does.
they seem so full of joy. Like
Yeah.
they wake up on an island with minimal stuff.
Yeah.
Like this goes back to clutter. They wake up, they don't seem like, I don't think that they live lavishly. I think they work, they earn, they can do what they want. They can go have a drink with their buddies, or they can go fishing. Like I like those, those things. I like golf too. That's a very, very major luxury. But for fishing, all you need is an actual stick and a bait and and some sort of thread, right? So like that life appeals to me because I would love to get up every single day, go ride jet skis on warm water in tropical islands.
I love this.
I would do that.
Yeah.
And or this is whenever I've gone through hard times in my life, I fantasize about bailing on everything, right?
Okay. We all do.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Believe
won't.
Me. Believe me.
But this is
Do
like,
you know how many fantasies I've had about just saying, fuck off, I'm out of here?
right, like off the grid,
Yeah. Gone.
gone.
Yeah.
Like no family, no friends, no
I'm talking
nothing.
about a hut in Belize.
I'm hearing you. What I would do, and I can't do it now because I'm going to tell everybody, but so the jet ski instructor, that seems like a life worth living for me.
Yeah.
The other thing I would do is I would clip my cell phone. I'd clip every credit card. I would take one flight over to Ireland or Scotland.
Uh-huh.
I would try to get a job at one of those 200-year-old bars or pubs.
Yeah.
I would try to live upstairs. I would try to get paid in cash, and I would put an apron on, and I would be the ice guy. I don't want to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
I just want to go from the ice machine to the bar. Yeah. I want to bring trays back and forth.
So bar backing.
I want a bar back and say nothing to anyone ever.
You want to be left alone.
That's the other fantasy job for me. How about that?
I kind of dig it, man. I ain't lying.
Dude.
I ain't lying.
I'm not trying to have cars and houses now. In that scenario, if I have a free rent above in one room with a bathroom, I'll be happy.
Yeah. Oh man, you said something there, brother.
Dude.
You're not wrong. Now, I do think it's interesting that neither one of us chose golf in any way, shape, or form.
No, because the way I see it is
golf's leisure.
Golf is absolutely unnecessary, and it's an absolute luxury. And I
want purpose a little bit, and even if it's purpose for me, not necessarily purpose for the world, but something that's going to motivate me.
Totally. And with my cash, I can golf in Ireland or Scotland.
Yeah, you assemble a new crew.
Yes, but they don't know any of my history. They just know me as the backer.
You need to think about joining the French Foreign Legion.
I'm down.
Okay.
I'm down. But here's the thing.
You know what they need to create? They need to create a non-military French Foreign Legion.
Oh, dude, the NMM, non-military military.
Non-military French Foreign Legion.
Let's go.
Because you know how the French Foreign Legion works.
No, tell me.
You go. It's a part of the armed forces of France, but they only accept foreign nationals.
Oh, wow.
And so, but you serve France.
Yeah.
And I think it's a bunch of mercenaries who do it, right? And they're expendable. So the French government's like, send in the French Foreign Legion.
Let's go hard.
Yeah, send the Foreign Legion, and we'll let them.
Right.
And they're all, crazy anyway because they're all gung-ho warriors.
They're
right?
into it.
But most of the time when you show up at the French Foreign Legion, you walk through their doors, you can change your identity.
You're just a man without a country.
And you change your name.
Dude.
You change your identity.
For real?
You get papers. You get everything. And so when you walk in there, you become a new person.
Dude.
Now you have to give them 4 years, I think, minimum. And then you are in their military, and if they say send in the Foreign Legion, you're going in.
Yeah.
And they send the Foreign Legion to do all their dirty work. And so, but when you leave, like you have a totally different name, totally
got
different
washed.
ID. Yeah, you got washed.
Dude, so
So what if there was something there that was non-military?
That's
That was interesting, huh?
That's crazy. So all of this said, I love my life, and I'm grateful for all that I have. So I don't want to sound like
but every man has.
But it's fantasy.
Every man has the fantasy. I think
it's nuclear option,
especially when they've been treated like shit.
Yeah, when you're down,
when you have been cheated on, lied, betrayed, treated just when you're in a shitstorm.
When the chips are down.
When the chips are way down, and maybe because of something you did, or maybe not because of something you did, right? But whatever it is, there's not a man out there who'd been like,
I'm getting the F out.
Fuck all of this.
Dude, I know.
Fuck my job, my boss, my ungrateful kids, my sinister, whatever. Just everybody go pound sand. I'm out.
Totally.
And they hit eject.
Yep.
And
that's
they're out of there.
Everybody
thinks about that. Everybody thinks about it. It does. But it doesn't mean anybody's going to do it.
No.
But it's fun to think about every now and then.
Okay, so your alternate job, just in alternate land, would maybe be a teacher, or a coach, but let's say you hit the eject button. Like
so I eject.
Let's say
if I do that, if I vanish, I'm in Belize.
Okay.
I'm living the life of ease in Belize.
Okay.
Running a fucking dirt floor casino, getting hammered every day.
Okay.
Okay. And life expectancy, I don't know, call it 13 months.
Oh, you're going big.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Take it to the limit.
Take it to the limit.
Swim to the bottom. That's what I always say. Just, I'm drowning, dude. I'm going to swim to the bottom. Fuck it. That's cool.
Yeah.
But you know what? To be able to talk about that stuff, I think is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
We just got flagged by our producer Claire.
Uh-oh.
Because there's another topic that we should jump on.
What's that? What's in it? Hit me.
Well, it has to do with Kansas City. It has to do with...
Oh, I know what it is. Big Slick.
Yes, sir. Let's talk about Big Slick.
Big Slick is one of the coolest things and one of the most outstanding things that I've ever been fortunate enough to be part of.
When you say be a part of, it was your baby.
Well, I don't want. It's a big group of people.
I know.
I only had the idea.
Did you have the first conversation about it? That's amazing.
But
I'm not taking anything away.
I know, but nothing happens.
I understand.
Okay, nothing happens unless Rudd and Sudeikis gets on board in the beginning, and their families, and my family.
Totally.
So nothing happens.
I get it.
So
you just said, wouldn't it be cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we all move forward, and then the synergy and the energy of everybody involved just grows. It's snowballed like a snowball at the top of the hill. It just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then we got Stone Street and Keckner, and we got Heidi Gardner now, and so we have this massive group of hosts, all Kansas Cityans.
Yeah.
And then the city embraced it. They embraced the weekend. Our celebrity friends embraced it. The hospital is very grateful, and they do amazing work and amazing research. So it keeps going, and this is year 16.
That's insane.
16 years we've been doing this, and I would love to see this thing go on as long as possible.
There's no reason why it won't, right?
Well, you never know. I mean, it gets harder, every year to come up with ways to entertain and new acts and people. And
I want to help entertain.
Yeah, I would love, and that's why you're coming. But it's one of those things. It requires a lot of energy and effort, and I don't mind it. I haven't minded it for 16 years. But you're going to get to a point where I hope we can pass the torch to the next generation and let them do it.
Is there a committee that puts it all together?
Yeah.
And does that go year round?
Yeah. And that's our families.
Yeah.
That's our families.
Okay.
So my sister, my brother-in-law, Paul's mom and his sister, Keckner's sister, Stone Street's sister, Sudeikis' mom, Heidi's brothers.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
bro.
so they all work on the committee. They're all part of the board
Mm-hmm.
for the Slick, and then we have a director, Tara, who kind of manages all the moving parts because there's a lot of moving parts.
It's a lot of people you
It's
got to
a lot
shuttle
of
in.
people, yeah, and so she's amazing, and it's a nice team, and everybody, and we've done it every year. I don't know if we've ever done it the same way twice, but
Right.
we kind of have at least a mold,
A model.
that
follow.
we can kind of work with.
Right. You're not just going, how do you want to do this?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you know what works.
But that came, it's with blood, sweat, and tears every year. We'd have to sit down and go, "Wow, that didn't work."
Right.
Yeah, let's not do that again.
Scratch that
Yeah,
section.
and then we say, "But this part really was awesome. That was amazing. Let's keep that." And then we modify and change, and that's that's what happens over 16 years. Now it's getting a little tighter,
Yeah.
which is great. But then the part of you wants to, okay, well, how do we make it?
Yeah.
How do we really pizzazz it? And we always want to top ourselves, which is great. But it requires more and more and more, and it's again, nobody has a problem with that. Everybody loves that.
Right.
But it's a lot of work, and my hope is that there's going to be more Kansas Cityans that hit it big in entertainment,
Mhm.
whether it's music or show business or athletics, whatever it is. They're
Bring
gonna-
more visibility.
to and to pass the torch.
That's rad.
You know?
I'm sure there will be.
Yeah, and it's such a wonderful thing to go to that hospital, and you'll see.
Hey, will Tara fly me first class?
No.
Oh.
No.
I mean, I'm going to live like 25 minutes away from it, so I was just curious if she'll helicopter me in.
No, but
Oh.
there may be some creeks, and we could put you on a jet ski. And send
Now
you
you're talking, dog.
some creeks that lead to the river, and then we'll have you river on up. What's up? What's up?
What's up is what's,
What's
up.
up,
Let's go. I'm actually stoked about that. Will it be a first-class jet ski?
Yes, it will be.
Thank
Come
you.
on, D.
Thank you.
First class jet ski, nothing too good for my man.
Dude, that's a great album title. First Class Jet Ski. Let's go.
Yeah. So anyway, if you're interested in learning more about the Big Slick, the hospital that it benefits is in Kansas City. It's a Children's Mercy Hospital, but they're a research hospital, and the work they're doing is so cutting edge, so groundbreaking. It's really fun to watch them grow, and watch them make progress on these diseases,
It's got to be
on these illnesses, and on these treatments. It's been amazing. Just in the 16 years I've been associated with them, it's been amazing to watch.
Yeah, it's
It's really cool.
got to be insane. Like right now, in particular, as opposed to 16 years ago, with the advancement of computing and
Oh yeah.
like what they can do now. Like in the next 2 to 3 years, it'll be psycho.
Yeah.
What they can do.
So www.bigslickkc.org
Ooh.
if you're interested to learn more and see what it's all about. Big Slick. Why Big Slick? Because it started as a poker tournament.
Just started as a poker
It started as a
tournament.
poker tournament, so I named it Big Slick because Ace King in the hole is a Big Slick. That's what they call it. Just like when you get two aces, it's bullets, and everything has a name, right?
Yeah.
So Big Slick is a king ace in the hole. So I called it Big Slick, and for the first 3 or 4 years, it was a poker tournament.
Dude, and it's just grown.
Yeah.
You got to be
Now it's changed and morphed into other things, but
you got to be proud of that.
I'm proud of Kansas City, and I'm proud of the group of hosts and families that we've done this with and been able to pull it off for
That's awesome.
16 years. That's what I'm proud of.
Well,
And the men and women at Children's Mercy Hospital.
I'd be lying if I didn't tell you that I just finished watching Ted Lasso season 3, and I'm excited to high five Sudeikis.
Ted Lasso, that show is so great.
Dude,
It's what America, it's what the world, not just America, but it's what the world needed at that time, because everything sucked.
Yep.
And everybody's attitude was garbage.
Yep.
And vaccines and all this garbage was going on during when this was coming out, and everybody was in such a negative headspace and it was such a hateful, ugly time. And then you have this wonderful voice. So I give so much props to Jason and Bill Lawrence and
All the
and
people-
Joe Kelly and all the guys that helped make this show,
Yeah.
Brendan and all the guys that made the show, because it was such a wonderful, wonderful escape, and it filled your heart with hope.
Yeah, it did. No
and
show
it made you feel good.
Dude, no show has ever made me cry and laugh as many times as I did either, and cry out of happiness.
Yeah.
I mean, dude,
It's powerful, right?
I'm sorry to say, and I may sound like a pussy, but that show made me tear more than any other series I've ever watched.
There's nothing wrong with that, dude. That's why you watch shows like that.
It was
is
crazy.
to have that cathartic experience.
I was with every single character the entire time.
Yeah.
Even Rupert, the evil team owner.
Yeah.
Of West Ham.
Yeah.
I was like, it was just.
Plus, you love soccer.
Oh my God! During the games and the season, I'm like, yes! I was so stoked on the results. You know, they just did it so well.
Yeah.
And Brett Goldstein,
And the whole cast is phenomenal.
just ridiculous.
Phenomenal. And they played it so beautifully and wrote it so beautifully.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I love that show. I love what it brought. I did the same thing. I cried. I laughed. I was inspired. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
So I'm 100% with you. And give Jason a high five when you get there.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
You got to introduce me.
Oh, dude. Easy peasy.
All right. Is it going to be weird if I punch him?
Yeah. Don't do that.
It'll be a love punch?
Don't even do that.
Okay.
Just be normal.
All right.
Just be normal and have fun, low fives, high fives, all acceptable.
Okay.
Okay?
Just no punching in the face.
Just don't punch. No punching, period. Just no punching, period.
No punching anywhere.
There you go.
Not even in the hand? Just a high five. I'll get it. I'll get it.
That was my favorite. I'll get it. It was so good. All right, buddy. Hey, this has been Riggle's Picks. I'm Rob Riggle.
I'm Darren Leader.
And thanks for joining us. That's Claire, by the way.
I love you, Claire.
Love you too.